We're Nick and Beck, and in our van build episode last week, we installed all of our upper cabinet faces, hinges, and handles.
There's a whole lot of cabinets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
This week, we're going to begin building our entire kitchen unit, so stay tuned for an exciting episode.
Alright guys, welcome back. Becky and I ran into town last night and we ended up getting more plywood for our kitchen. So we now, I'm not going to say we have all the wood we need, but I think we got a lot of the wood that we're going to need for the kitchen. So we're going to try today to build the structure in which the drawers and the sink and the stovetop and the toilet and the shower, everything will live in. So we'll bring the plywood up here and catch you then. So we got technically four more cuts coming out. I was gonna say 2 more cuts, but we got 4. As you can see, the super high tech drawing we got here. That is our blueprint. So 23 inches is what we just cut. Now we need to cut at 34 3/4 inches. All right, let's make the next cuts. So, this is kind of what we came up with essentially for our kitchen setup. So Becky's kind of looking at it head on. So basically, that far one over there is our shower slash toilet
Slash stove.
And the stove is going to be on top. Then right here is going to be our sink, and then under our sink is going to be our gray tank and whatever other water fittings we have. And then over here is going to be just like straight up counter space and drawers underneath.
Yep.
So it looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Obviously it is far from done. However, the sink, when finished, should sit roughly like that. It's a pretty dang big sink, especially for the size counter. Looking at it like this,
You wanted a big
I wanted a big sink.
We're gonna have a cutout from our counter that goes here though. So technically it will be covered most of the time.
Yeah, so basically we're gonna do our absolute best when we cut out our sink drop-in hole, like the hole in our countertop for the sink to fit. We're gonna do our absolute best to make that into a cutting board that can kind of fit in the sink as a whole cover, I guess. At the end of the day, we kind of hope that we could have all this be counter space aside from the stove that's permanently mounted and doesn't move. But it'd be pretty nice if we could manage that. I think we can. We have one big piece that's going to go across the back here, and then I think we're going to try to get the toe kicks installed because that's going to kind of brace this thing. I mean, right now it's not exactly sturdy, but after we get the brace in the back and the toe kick along the front, I think this thing's going to be pretty strong. So let's get to it. So, we just finished up the whole kitchen cabinet. Well, the structure for it at least. This is the back side over here. Front side, as we've discussed. We're actually gonna grab our countertop and throw it on here just to see kind of what it even looks like. And we'll bring you guys along for that, so let's get to it. So now that we have our countertop kind of put together, we're just trying to figure out basically how many drawers we can fit, where we can fit the drawers, and what length drawer slides we need to order. So this is roughly what our countertop's gonna look like. We know there's not much open countertop space. It is what it is. So anyway, that's gonna get lobbed off right about at the edge, probably right about there. So we're gonna have a stovetop, sink, prep space, and then we're gonna have underneath the sink, that's actually gonna be our gray water tank. So we're gonna be able to just kind of like dump that in wherever respectable areas are. And underneath our sink probably is not going to have any drawers, just because we're under the sink there. You're going to have the hoses coming down. So under the sink cabinet's actually going to be all the drains for the sink, our gray tank. Right there's a vent hole on the side of our toilet. So the way that these composting toilets work, essentially there's a 12-volt fan that kind of just blows air past the solids, and you vent that out through your floor so you can't smell anything. We're going to probably run that vent through the wall and then down through the floor in the sink cabinet. Same with the drain for our shower. But nonetheless, we're going to do that. And then over here, this is all drawers. Probably
Cutlery, dishes, pots and pans, Tupperware, storage. That's gonna be everything, because up above is gonna be like our dry food probably, and like light things, but we don't want to like put like plates and stuff in the upper cabinets, so those will probably go in a drawer.
So, and then also right here we're gonna try to put one more drawer. What's that drawer for?
That's gonna be like the technology drawer.
So we're probably gonna have like a power bar in this drawer, 12-volt power bar, so that we could plug in camera batteries, drone batteries, whatever.
And it'll be nice and far away from the underside of the stove.
Exactly, yeah, there's clearance there and everything for it. So that's kind of the plan for this whole cabinet. I think it's looking really good. Welcome back, guys. So beautiful sunny day here in Nova Scotia. It's actually very warm outside and birds are chirping. I'm sure you can hear them. So anyway, today we're gonna build some of the drawers for our main kitchen cabinet. So I think we have 5 drawers, maybe 6 drawers that we have to build today. I'm gonna go grab the tools, grab a table, and set up shop right about here. So catch you guys then. Alright guys, so as you can see, now got not all the tools we're gonna use today, but a good portion of them. And what we're gonna do now is, this cabinet's actually upside down, so I do have to flip it over, but we can actually do everything we need to do just from this. So the first thing we need to do is just figure out the depth of our drawers. So we know how deep this cabinet is. So basically we're just gonna do the exact same measurement for the depth of our drawers, and probably actually make our drawers about ½ an inch shallower than the cabinet is itself. If there was any discrepancies in any measurements anywhere, if you have extra room for the cabinet, it should fit a little bit better. So anyway, I'm gonna grab a tape measure, gonna grab some piece of paper. take a couple little notes, and then we'll probably just get started cutting wood. So. Alright, so that's basically though the size of the cutlery drawer. So guys, as you can tell, we've had to relocate. The sky is, it's looking good, but it's kind of like sun showers, I guess you could say.
It's like on and off.
Yeah, so over there you can see really nice blue skies.
It's like raining right now where we are.
But over there, it's not. Yeah, it is kind of raining right now. We ended up ripping one more piece through the table saw at 6.5 inches. So if you add the bottom in that drawer, that means we have a 6-inch drawer. So that's the one we're gonna kind of glue together right now and just make sure that that works out well. And then after that, we're gonna kind of just fit around and see if everything fits in that drawer the way we wanted it to, and maybe make another one. So this is going quite smooth, honestly, for building drawers for the first time in our lives. So let's keep going.
Definitely tight.
But that's gonna fit. One bottom! Woo! We're almost at rock bottom, and we got one bottom.
What did we just cut?
Supposedly the last cabinet bottom. Or sorry, the last, I say cabinet bottom, drawer bottom. So, with any luck, these should fit.
Look at that drawer.
These should fit these. So.
Ooh, that was satisfying.
That was kind of satisfying. So there you go. There's a bottom in our drawer. So there's a kitchen drawer done.
Nice. That looks really good.
One drawer done in one day. Look at that.
No, we have more.
We got 5 drawers done today. They're not necessarily screwed together yet, but they're all done. So we're doing good. On a side note, there's a few windows open in the cottage and it is pouring rain.
What windows?
By the wood pile. Alright guys, welcome back. So back here in the loft, just got a fire going as you can see. And we're gonna finish up these drawers today. So you guys saw us last night. We got the sides built on all the drawers. They're all screwed together. We got all of the bottoms cut for every single one of these drawers. Basically, they're all almost the exact same, like within a 1/16 of an inch, every one of these drawers in every direction. You can see like a little bit of gap right in that corner there, like just down that seam. But honestly, I think once we glue and screw these bottoms in, it'll pull everything tight, and I think it's going to be absolutely perfect. And every one of these drawers has about the same amount, a little bit of clearance around each edge. So anyway, we're both really pleased with how these turned out. It took a lot of measuring, a lot of time, but first things first, I'm just going to clear up this area here. Hopefully we can get a little bit better of a work area, put up the table again, and basically just Craig jig the bottoms of these drawers so that we can glue, nail, and screw those in. Well, Becky, I think we did every single drawer without any nails coming through. literally the third last nail I shot. Well, that's
pretty
unfortunate.
good. 1 out of however many nails we put in.
That sucks. Oh well. Hopefully we can cleanly get that nail out without destroying the inside of this drawer.
That was nice.
That actually went really well. I did not expect that to go.
We've had some really bad ones.
Sometimes when these nails come out, it literally like...
Can't even tell.
It takes a huge chunk out and gives the drawer a nice birthmark.
You want to put in a nail or you...
Yeah, I'll put one in here in case. Cool.
Okay, Craig screws and then we're done.
Alright guys, welcome back. So now we have finally gotten all of the drawers painted. We didn't end up actually painting them white. What we ended up doing, as you guys saw, was just put like a clear coat on them. So I wouldn't say they're waterproof, but they're water resistant. I mean, if it got a splash on it, it's not gonna just fall apart. So now that we have all of those ready to go, we did stain some trim earlier. And this is going to be basically the trim for the main kitchen cabinet in which you guys are looking through right now. So we got our drawer slides and we're going to try to mount the drawers. So I think I did a bunch of math earlier. Got a lot of numbers here. I think we're good to go. We're going to try. So first things first, we're going to just attach the trim pieces. We got 2 pieces of trim here, this piece and this piece, I do believe. And they're just going to go like that, and we're basically just going to install those now and then start marking where our drawers are going to go. So for drawer number 1, we're going to try to figure things out, and then we'll explain how we did it in drawer number 2. So let's get started here.
Well, we got one mounted. Pretty snazzy. They're not soft clothes, but that's fine. So, it took a really long time.
It took a while. So basically, we figured out quite a few things just now. We figured out where the drawer slide needs to mount on the side of the drawer, both in height and in distance front to back.
Which we're marking out.
Yep, we got those marked. We also figured out the distance in the cabinet, both in height and front to back, where the slide needs to mount there.
Because obviously, you can see here it sticks out a little bit. That's because we'll have our cabinet frame, which Nick is just gonna grab.
We're gonna have some 3/4 inch
frame.
And
then we're gonna have a face on drawer as well.
So that'll give us the perfect spacings. And if we need to adjust it a little bit, we can, because there is some adjustment in the drawer slides. So we got 3 more drawers to mount. We're gonna put the hinges on the drawer, and then we're gonna put the slides on the side of the drawer, and then we're gonna see if we can't get the slides in the box, and hopefully it all goes together. Easy peasy. That's where we're at. Now it is time to unbox. Oh, if I can get it out of the box here. A drawer slide.
Unwrap.
Unwrap. So these are 22-inch ball bearing drawer slides. I don't know, we got them on Amazon. They were about half of the price that a drawer slide was at the local hardware store. So waited a couple days, we got them. As you guys know, we literally got them this morning, but we weren't ready for them until 5 minutes ago. So as far as the shipping went, it worked out this time to buy online and go cheaper. So anyway, let's put these on. Done. So we've got all of our cabinets now finally installed, all the drawer slides. Just got the shower pan drawer slide kind of mocked up, installed here. So that's basically how that one's gonna work. Now here is our shower pan. A lot of stuff in it. Here's our shower pan. It's just the utility tub that we just cut down. Obviously it's not done yet. It's gonna be finished much nicer than it is now. But basically, the plan is that can kind of just go in like that. If we ever want to have a shower, we simply open that drawer, take the toilet out, and can have a shower. Our toilet be installed, or mostly sit, in this drawer, just like that, and it will live underneath our cabinet. So that's the very first time we've done that, and that's very satisfying, honestly, knowing that it fits and that's all right. So I'll slide this drawer back in just for visual purposes. So for being in a van, we think that we got lots of storage on the left side here. Over here in this drawer, we are planning to put a electrical outlet so we can have charging for all our 12-volt stuff, phones, batteries, things like that. And probably, now that we see how big this drawer actually is, we're probably gonna put some dividers in it just to make the space a little more useful, so we can kind of keep it a little organized. There's that, and then below that we have the toilet drawer. I'm quite happy with it.
So that's a wrap for this week's episode, but make sure to catch us next week when we add all the finishing touches to our kitchen unit. We add the drawer faces and cupboards, and we also mount our butcher block countertop with our undermount sink and stovetop. We're super happy with how it turned out, so we can't wait for you to see it next week. See you then!